know, have you ever had an earworm that's absolutely lasted like weeks? It's just like, God, yeah, no, I know. No, I do get them, but then the other one overtakes it. What's going on there? Why is this not? Okay, just had a go around. So, hey folks, how you doing? Easy. So they are south. Is it southwesterly, isn't it? I think. Well, yeah, but on the phone it's on the weather it said south. Oh, easy. Oh. He's going very slowly, isn't he? Hurry up, mate. Gets dark at 9:30. So, coming from the south, these winds, so this will be left side touching first. See, they're facing crabbing a little bit. Oh, it's absolutely nothing wrong with that, is there? That's absolutely bang on. But you know, it's sort of like blustery, gusting sort of. Look at the trees. You see the trees there? Right, you think about that. Think about it in terms of like, not just here on the ground. Oh, nice. Just get that quick. Beautiful. Okay, so descending through the friction layers is what we're looking at here, folks. Is the skill set of these pilots. And of course maintaining speed as well. And this is where you'll see the flight surfaces. See the, whoa, easy. Oh, well recovered, mate. Oh, you look at the, see the speed brakes that have come up on the wings there, the ground spoilers. Watch for them ever so slightly lifting during the final stages of the approach, right before the touchdown. And then you'll see what I'm talking about with the flight surfaces. That although you've got obviously your ailerons, the other flight surfaces do come into effect when there are strong winds. So we'll look for it. Philip Lowry, welcome back, mate. Shouldn't be saying Deborah Davies XWB. Take it that's in reference to her love for the A350. I imagine. Yeah. Somebody saying we'll do a few hours, I guess. Keep you guys entertained. Keep me entertained as well. So look out for the very nicely done. It is just a lottery. It literally is just a lottery in terms of, you know, when you're landing, whether you get caught by a gust or it's a constant wind is also a much better thing, I'm guessing. But a sudden surge of air is what you're not looking for, and that's kind of what you're up against when you're descending through the friction layers of air. Sometimes it's completely still, other times it just goes a little bit mental. Royal Jardinian. all these nicely done. Oh, here we go then. Little bit long, but we got it down, and very smoothly down as well. Big kick of rudder just to straighten them up. But yeah, the Boeing things just go on and on and on. It's like every day. Oh, it's like every day you hear another bleeding thing that in the FAA of you know, like the latest thing is these. It's the materials. Some of the or materials that were used in the. Oh, is that something pulling on the back of the stack? Used in the manufacture of the titanium from one of their suppliers, and apparently, according to the news networks, the documentation was the authentication of the paperwork was under question, and we've heard about that before. You remember when BA used a part from a store that, you know, they traced it back, and anyway, whatever. Taron 318. See how the little fella lands it. Come on, son. No issues at all. See, there's those gusts. Definitely there. But yeah, BA. It's a long time ago. I think it was on one of their jumbos or something like that. It was in the news, you know, that they'd obtained an aircraft part, you know, ancillary pump or I don't know, something. Engine component, I think, that was brought in from stores that were, shall we say, a little bit under question in terms of their legibility. Is that a twister appearing down there? Wouldn't surprise me. Samantha Norris. It's not Sunday. Just purely on the basis that the weather is a bit sketchy for touchdowns, it's kind of worth, because otherwise there's not all that much going on at Big Jet TV HQ. Phillips. What are long-haul airliners bigger than? Why are long-haul airliners bigger than short-haul airliners? It kind of makes. Well, it's you know, I mean, they are and they aren't. I mean, you know, the A321 XL is soon to come into service with Iberia, I think, and that's a long-haul jet, isn't it? 737 MAX is a long-haul jet. Oh, what's her name on the, you know, the horsey lady? You know the horsey lady? You know, the commentator. What's her name? Called the Chinook, the Chinook. And these are 3 Chinooks from Mancred. Yeah. You know, yeah. That's it, yeah. Claire Balding, Sandy Humby, thank you, yeah. 3 chin nukes. Stuart Pritchard, great to see BEA 319 back in service with BA. Yeah, let's see if we can see her. I guess she's been operational already. Yeah. Mark Buck, bigger aircraft, bigger wings, more fuel, long range. Yeah, but Mark, again, I have to say, not really, is it? Not anymore. I mean, that jet that you're looking at right there, capable of flying the Atlantic, and that's not even in the XL format, the 321. And also, don't forget that British Airways once upon a time did actually operate an A318 that used to fly across the Atlantic. I think it stopped off in Dublin, so, you know, use the words non-stop. Shannon, sorry. Stand by, folks, just got a small adjustment to make. Alright, I'll leave that for now. Stand by. Nice big cell over there. Look at that cell there, man. Isn't that beautiful? To England in the summer. Mind you, again, I'm one of those people who would much rather be filming in this than be filming in 31 degrees or something crazy like that. Heavy stuff. Where's the heavy stuff, folks? Chip has 1990 Japan Force 1 2 777s due in next Saturday for state visit. Interesting. Japan Force 1 next Saturday. Well, we can try and get that, can't we? Shannon for fuel, too heavy to take off from London City. Angry Pirate, thank you. May Cornelia. 3 aircraft remaining at 27. 3 aircraft remaining at 27. Deborah Davies has gifted a membership. Thank you, Deborah. This isn't an exercise, folks. It's just a get together. And a slinger 25 minutes out. Yeah, thanks for that, Ellen. Singapore slinger 25 minutes out. Don't you dare put them on the left-hand runway. Please, please don't do that. Yeah, it's not because it's see the song. It's not a crosswind per se, is it? It's a sort of side wind. Well, yeah, what do you call it? I mean, there is a crosswind element in there, obviously, but it's more westerly than it is southerly, if you know what I mean. I think, anyway. Spywalks. Air Canada 787 looking a bit dirty, and yes, I think you're right, mate. I think it is the livery does make it look a bit dirty. You dirty old man. Ghetto. Fueling. Or as some people call it Vueling, isn't it? I think that's its correct pronunciation. See a few of them in Frankfurt on Tuesday. Don't forget, we're going to be in Frankfurt this coming Tuesday, and on Wednesday, Schiphol. So it's double back-to-back European shows for all you lot, because nice bit of vortex. Ultra sour gravy. What was that? It does look. It looks like paint is peeling off that aircraft, doesn't it? In where it's that sort of like khaki finish, isn't it? I don't know about it. I'm a little bit, you know, whatever. Yeah. I'm sort of like a big fan of it, to be honest with you. From a distance, it looks a little bit dodgy. Looking forward to staying at the B-Mine Hotel, folks. B-M-I-N-E, Frankfurt. Fantastic place to stay. If you're not aware of it, go look it up. Cuddle Cat Flows gifted a membership. It's crazy. Actually look at the winds. Oh, easy, son, easy. There we go. Whoa, nice. Yeah, see there, you can feel that wind, and there's your evidence right there. Look, that's what we're up against at the moment, these pilots, and it's coming in waves, really. Whoa, like that one. Okay, could be a bit challenging for this Dreamliner then. If I can find it. Screen's a little bit dark for whatever. Nice to be glasses, isn't it? A350 VJam bonus Saturday show. Sophia Do, good afternoon, everyone. That's just skills, isn't it, man? It's just skills, you know. Wow. Okay, 350. Well, I don't know about that, Steve, because the wind's coming from the other direction. I'm not shielded from the wind here when it's in this direction. Not really, anyway. But anyway, it's all good. Beautiful wing profile. These views never get old. Absolutely awesome, Zoe B. Well, Heathrow Airport to thank for that, because we've made some very good relations at Heathrow. As a result of that, we're able to get ourselves at these amazing locations. It takes a lot of hard work and effort, but it's all worth it. Do it all for you guys. Cafe. All the flight services on the left wing there, man, all lifting at the same time. The speed brakes, yeah, nicely done, man, nicely done. Up come the ground spoilers. Wow, that was a textbook a crosswind landing, wasn't it, really? But done absolutely kind of effortlessly, really, if you... Amazing. Skills. Next Friday, ladies and gentlemen, next Friday, I'm going to be doing a sim show. So look forward to doing that with you lot. Spending the whole day up there just to easy something, easy. Oh mate, do it. Sorry about that. Faye Senior, very skilled landing. It was indeed, wasn't it? This is where the, you know, where the, well, I mean, they're all skilled, aren't they? They have to be fully skilled in it, really. Some just have more feel than others, I think. Aeromexico, here we go. Buried it. Nice. Wow, that wind, man. I have to put me, I think I might have to stop my headset from blowing off. I think I'm going to have to put this on. Steve. Oh, hello, mate. What's going on? Just a Jeepies. Which one? You're going to show us how it's all done, eh? Just mind that plane that's... Oh, was it? Oh. I thought that was in full. I thought that was in shot. Jules Harris. Screaming Amy's here. Let's see if we can see. Completely calm. So there's all sorts of things going on in use on the wings. See the flaperons moving, see the flaperons. Oh, you little... Oh, he's nailed that one, or she's nailed it. Or they've nailed it. Big cell. Could get hit by that, mate. I reckon I could get hit by that cell. That's a coming this way. Look at the rain. See, Jilly, can you see the rain? Can you see the rain? See the big curtain of rain down the other end of the runway. And if that doesn't hit me, that one will. But we're ready for it. We're ready for it. Tom Collins, flown on BEA. Glad to see her back. 777. Floating there, isn't it? was proper textbook. Landing it ever so slightly first into the wind. Get that side down first. You sometimes see the wing dip ever so slightly to obviously get that side down first so that they can secure it, and then very quickly, it has to be said, get the other side down, but not panicking to get it down. You know, you just nice and just let it happen like they did there. All the finesse in the world. Passengers may have been warned about a little bit of a bumpy descent, but you've got a skilled pilot at the controls there. Oh well, we'll get that then, won't we? Yeah. Well, I'm sure at some point. I mean, that's going to be quite. Yeah. What's her schedule for tomorrow? Oh, BEA's on its way from Schiphol. Romford Transport, thank you. BEA is taken off from Amsterdam for a short hop to Heathrow with a cruise altitude flight level 240. Well, that is quite low, isn't it? But well, there we go, folks. That is such a short hop. It really is. It's like, we're serving drinks. Welcome everybody, and sit back and enjoy the flight. And then within about 5 minutes, it's like, okay, well, we're starting the descent into Amsterdam. It's not really that quick, but it's 40 minutes, isn't it? It's crazy fast. The crew do a fantastic job in getting everybody fed and watered before having to collect it all up. Yeah, if you've not easy. Yes. Wow, it's crazy when you see the all the weight being transferred onto the oleos, isn't it? You know, the suspension not so much collapsing, but just soaking up the weight of the aircraft, because it's gone from being an aeroplane with the wings being used as lift to being a vehicle. I apprehended the suspect in his vehicle. Step, hop, skip and a jump it is. Craig Hicks, BA to number 1 on flight radar. Let's have a go then. What's number 1, GP? Oh, AN124, 5,400 people tracking it. Where's she going from, coming to and going out of, and whatever, going into, or what's her? Digger has gifted a membership. Thank you, Digger. Whether that's an Aussie guy, Digger, if you know what I mean, or if it's somebody who likes JCBs. I don't mind either, to be honest with you. I like JCBs, especially caterpillars. Cats, really. But thank you, mate. Thank you, Digger. Appreciate it. Gifted a membership, channel membership. Hey, who saw my tweet with the A380 flight deck access steps versus a Royal and Ancient Club golf club. Go and have a look on Twitter, look at our posts, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's quite funny. I saw it, it was my opportunity when we were sitting at the bar, and I looked round and I saw these steps, and it immediately came to my mind that you know, the A380. It totally did, and I immediately took a picture of it. I went online, went to Google, got an image of an A380 access, flight deck access, and then took the same angle from the from the golf club. Anyway, here we go. 777. A little bit of rudder just before. Oh, that was quite heavy, man. Yeah, that was like, hey, the ground comes rushing up at you, doesn't it, when you're a passenger, man, and you just brace yourself for this boom. It's great, man. I love it because generally when that happens, they also give it a bucket load of reversers as well, because they're like really angry with having slammed it, or maybe with the weather, like me. When I shout at the winds. Not here. Succordi Skyway. Hello to windy Londoners from a hot Delhi. Temperatures 46 to 47. Oh my goodness me. So this is an AIRBUS A330. I'm thinking it's Virgin. It's a 300 CEO with the Trent 7000 engines. And this has those hinge door reversers, which we'll probably see from this angle right behind her. Getting a little bit kicked around. A big droopy undercarriage on her, look. So, always the same, back set of wheels first, followed very shortly by the front set. 1 and 2, and open those reverses. See the petals, look, they're like petals. Manufactured by Safran, I believe. It's an amazing company, Safran. They do so much. They do, they've got their hand in every pie of aviation, Safran have. Engine builders, interiors and brakes and so many. Hello, you need to get off the runway, mate. You need to be getting off the runway. Okay, stand by, stand by. Let's just make sure. He's still on the runway. He's just getting off the runway. Okay, he's fine. Bin man is going around. What, this one is this the bin man? Or the one behind? Is it? No, he's not climbing. No, he's not climbing. Binman Bangladesh, the display plane. Go check out our video of the air display of this amazing aircraft. This isn't it, is it, Julie? This isn't it. No. Okay, yeah. So now you got, look at the flight surfaces on the wings. Ooh, nicely captured, man. That was a good catch, and had a big old sink brake on it, and he or she just the pilot, for God's sake. I was going backwards on radar now. Oh, look, this 350's getting kicked around a bit. Okay, we're going to be tracking BEA, the BEA flight, folks, but not just yet. Wait till she's sort of 10 minutes out, I think. Oh, I've flown on this plane. I've flown on this aeroplane. Oh no. Oh, their latest one. Okay, this is their latest edition, right? Yes, that's right, yeah. Yeah. Spywalk's almost an engine strike. Really? I'll have to look back at that. Look. Just one single aileron on the A350 wing, the outboard aileron there. Whoa, whoa. Now the rudder. Big kick of rudder, straighten her up on the runway and Bob's your uncle. Look at that. Perfect example of a crosswind landing. Brilliant, mate. Crabbing it. Singapore Slinger 10 minutes out, Squopey telling us. Squopey? Dan, yes, Virgin's new 350 has arrived. Unfortunately, we're unable to see from here. I don't know. I think normally Virgin park them up at the for a checkup, for a final checkup. Most times. I don't know. I doubt she will be in service just yet. Didn't like his lack of crosswind correction. Interesting. But wasn't that one of those ones where it's done on the floor rather than before they touch down? Some pilots do it differently, didn't you? I think you straighten it up before you land, didn't you? Screaming Emu, whereas he did it after he landed, or she, or they. Perfect-ish kind of, but yeah, I'd be happy with it, put it that way. They do generally let us know, folks, the old the pilots, if there's if it's going to be a bit bumpy on the way in. Just forewarned is forearmed, isn't it, really? So get them fingernails ready. Yes. Oh, it's not in yet. Is it 330 Neo? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, the Branson one. That is a DHL A300 freighter, man. Look at that. What a shot. Yeah. Eurowings. Oh, that was Bob Hope, wasn't it? Straight down the middle. Oh yeah, this is a great shot. Mark Ashell. I have no idea why the Perth flight has been cancelled today. Oh, Qantas. They do have a lot of. They do have quite a lot of grief, don't they, Qantas? Dreamliner. Gear down on the one behind him as well. Here comes the beautiful DHL-A3. Now watch the this is the only Airbus ever with flaperons. Big snow shovel ground spoilers, watch. Here comes the rudder. Yeah, God, nice strong smell of jet A1. Expecting winds from the south-southwest. So I think in that situation, am I right in saying this? I don't know if it's any other pilots as well as screaming at me, but do you not sort of like ready the cabin as early as you can when you've got a descent like that, knowing that you're going to be descending through winds? Big break in the winds there, man. Nigel Gale, Singapore slinger in the Lambourne Old, which is the northeastern holding position. Bovingdon out to our, northwestern. Bovingdon out to the northeast, Lambourne out to the Julie's just listening in, aren't you? Like Nira tapping her fingers like, come on, that's right, yeah. Bovingdon, Lambourne, Ockham, Biggin, Blob. It's quite low, this one. Oh, no, left to right, left to right, left to right, left to right. Oh, here we go. Might get some vortex. Listen to the vortex. Wow, big downwash. Listen. I think the winds are too strong. They're blowing the vortex out. Wow, but that was pretty cool, man. Okay, what was the Virgin skipper's name, Jilly? Just want to say a big shout out to Captain Fuller with Virgin Atlantic, who came up and said hello. He knows Andrew Buddery, great friend of mine, Andrew Buddery. You know, we've been mates many years, but he's sort of like our, bromance, so to speak. You know, as mates, he split off and went over to America to learn how to fly, and I went off doing my sort of like media all around the world and all that kind of stuff with the mountain biking thing. And then I knew that he'd got his license, but that was years and years ago. And then when I started this, he contacted me, and there you go, mate. Like flying with the Virgin 787, but got some fantastic stories about his past, as I am guessing so many other pilots. He's got his second generation, and his son's learning how to. He's studying, isn't he, to be a pilot? His dad used to fly. what a history of aviation his old man's got. My goodness me. RAF fighter jets, all sorts of stuff, and commercial jets. Easy, easy, there we go, lovely. There's a floater, wasn't it? A little bit of maybe, oh, there's the little route being pushed, isn't it? Okay, that's interesting. She's not normally parked over there, but she's going to gate now. I think you'll find that her transponder will be on, and you'll see her go to. Yeah, it was well, yeah, it was cancelled. He said it was cancelled, but that's going somewhere, isn't it? That's going to gate, isn't it? Got the. Oh. Jilly, call me on the slinger, would you? Because I want to see if I can get that pulling in the back of the stack. Oh, nicely done. Great correction, man. Oh, is there not? Oh dear. Oh, blimey. Okay, so it's being towed somewhere then, isn't it? Debbie loving the shots. Deborah Davies' stack shot is incredible. Yeah, it is, isn't it? I mean, but you know, yesterday when I was at a function in the evening, did some charity stuff. And I was speaking to the fellas around the table, you know, and they were sort of like they didn't want to ever go flying again after they had a chat with me about, because they always, you know, oh, what about that Singapore aeroplane or whatever? Oh, it's just about a, yeah, and I've sort of, they've asked about it. Turn in or. I'm going to let this one go through, folks, because we have the Singapore Slinger about to, is that going to be her there, third out, or is she actually on the glide slope? She's not. Oh, okay. Well, anyway. No, I wanted it when she's turning onto the back of the stack. Oh! Right, okay, but she won't be. No, she won't be. Oh, okay, now she's coming in from the left side. Okay, right. Okay, so there's quite a few to come. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, little cheeky little A320, innit, from Naples, squeezing in. Been in the big and hold for a God knows how long. Look at the hold pattern for this one. That's, yeah. So they've been given priority because she did what? 2 circuits. Wow, look at the holding circuit. Just need to. Nice. Textbook, pretty textbook, man. That pilot does not need to go into the simulator and refresh on their crosswind landing skills at all. Oh, there she is, there she is. Let it drift away, isn't it? struggling a little bit with that. Okay, we'll grab this 350. CPR saying that the Slinger's about to get to number 1. Oh, I kind of want that shot as well though, man. Oh. Oh. Big carbon aeroplane. Yeah, pretty firm, no doubt about that. Look at the spacing they've put behind the one behind the 380. Look at the spacing it's got, man. And you know why this pilot here hasn't put their gear down yet? Because that is sort of like Emirates are actually, they have to put their gear down at a specific time, and I'm guessing that BA would sort of have standard operating procedures, but I would imagine that the reason why these guys tend to leave their gear retracted is because it creates less drag on the aircraft and makes it a little bit nicer to fly when you're descending through these kind of conditions. So that pilot is like I'd imagine, kind of a skilled, seasoned pilot who knows their way around the skies when it comes to, you know, you can save a little bit of fuel as well, can't you? And just have a better descent, I'm guessing, because there's less drag. And what did Screaming Emu call it a while back? It's a thin air operation, right? Vortex. I think I'm going to get quite a big downwash from this 380. So hold on to your heads, boys and girls and everybody else. Let this 319 sort of like, if anything happens, I will obviously jump to it, but I kind of want to see if you get to see, because she's facing left more than she is towards us, so you can see the right side of the aircraft. Now you'll see this has got a split rudder assembly on the A380, and you'll see the lower section doing most of the movements. Oh, it's not BA, is it BA? It's BA, isn't it? Okay. That's a lot of drag being created by that. Is this Emirates or BA? Sorry. Oh, it's the Sling. Oh, flipping it. Sorry, mate. Sorry. Go back to bed, Jerry. Look at this. I've just got so many things on my mind. Aeroplanes going through me, you forget. Nice. I'll get me code. What is it? A little bit of. Well, anyway, whatever. Just look out for the rudder. Look, and also the other thing to look out for, folks, is the outboard ailerons, which are a split aileron, 3 segments to it. And they call it the dance of the ailerons. It's like a set of keyboards. It's like a keyboard. Or piano keys. Got there in the end. Here we go. Anyway, whatever. Whoa, got that one down, man. Was running it a little bit long, got a bit of, wow. Hot air rising off the runway, maybe, I don't know what it, not that there's a lot of sun, but there's still a very hot runway surface, and you do still tend to get thermals that rise off the runway, but that was definitely a sort of like, okay, we're past the touchdown zone, shall we let's just drop it there, mate. And yeah, Tony Haynes saying too fast, very possibly. Screaming Emu carried a little extra speed there. There we go. Okay, so hence the long landing, I'm guessing. Is that right? Because, you know, the landing speed needs to be pretty much what they did. Within limitations. Absolutely perfect. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Please tell me you heard that. Ground effect. Yeah, Raskas. I say ground effect. I said it last time. I called it like a negative ground effect, because ground effect actually pulls the object onto the ground, whereas what we're seeing there is some kind of negative ground effect. But rising thermals, I think, is maybe because it is warm air, isn't it, that's rising off the runway. Track temperature and all that. Textbook, Joanna B. CPR, I heard that. Oh, CPR heard it, thank you. It was a kind of scary, eerie sort of like noise. Facenia heard it. Brilliant. I'm glad you heard it. Facenia heard it. Anya heard it. Brian Stewart heard it. Wow. M heard it. Excellent. River Flame, brilliant, thank you. And now the air is full of the smell of Dunlops. Yeah, I'm not talking about cars, planes screaming at me. I'm talking about ground effect on cars. You know, the wings and the skirts and stuff like that create a suction, which they call ground effect in the motorsports industry, I think, anyway. But yeah, and this is kind of like a never noticed thermals off the runway. Well, yeah, but it's hot air, isn't it? Isn't it hot air that's being possibly carried? I don't know, or air that's rising. Oh, I don't know. Someone said that. Yeah, exactly. So that's interesting. Say I'd hang on to ground effect as long as he, which is riding. It's like almost riding a pocket of air, if you know what I mean. Or is that just perfect symmetry with the aircraft? Lana heard it second time around. Bombay John. So look this attitude of this jet, man. Look at that. 350, quite a look at the angle of the undercarriage as well. I've been told by a 350 pilot that at the perfect attitude, nose up attitude, these wheels should effectively all touch at one time. Although I understand, I mean, obviously at the moment it's kind of got that 767 look about it, hasn't it? Where they're actually facing forward. As soon as they flare the aircraft, it should bring them. This is a beautiful jet. Ever so slightly front first in it. Yeah, you see, that's almost bang on, isn't it? That's not far from all 6 wheels touching at once, which is I mean, the ultimate thing to do is get all braking wheels on the ground ASAP, so you can maximize the efficiency of the brakes, I'm guessing, you know, which is why I think when we used to see the A330 being wheelied by the American pilots, and then remember when the American 330s used to come in here, yeah, big long wheelie, but a lot of the time it would be on the wheelie would be on the back set as well, and the front set wouldn't come down for quite some time, and that's you're not getting all braking wheels on the ground, are you? And I'm guessing that's what you need as soon as possible. Gallo Video, great question, man. Answer it in a moment. Runway surfaces basically are built tough, very tough indeed. Far more so than your average road surface. They're really quite deep in terms of their foundations, and obviously are different layers, so they can strip a layer off the top without sort of like damaging the other layers below it. Oh, hear that? Engine start. I don't know if that's... Sounds like it's right opposite us, but it wouldn't start, run an engine up. It must be in the... Oh, there it is. I can see the tail. India Sierra. What's that, GP? What's that, Chile? Test cell. Engine run up. Ellis Chernoff. Thermals from the runway surface really are havoc with near zero wind. There we go. That's kind of what I was talking about. It's the hot air rising off the runway. Wow. Listen to that, folks. Slowly winding it up. Sounds like a GE to me. It's definitely has 777. Listen to that. Oh, the lucky fella on the flight deck, easing the thrust levers forward. 777-200 with General Electric engines, yeah. They may have just changed the fuel pump or an oil ancillary hydraulic whatever that's powered by the engine or is bolted to the engine, and that's why they've had to run it up to it's like bleeding brakes and stuff, like bleeding brakes. Craig Hicks, thanks to BEA, 10 minutes out. Are we going to get to number one? Yeah. Yeah! Round of applause. That was running up to probably only about 40% or something like that, wasn't it? I bet. But before I come back. Oh. How cool was that, folks? Brian Stewart, sounds like a tornado siren. Oh no, it sounded like a jet engine to me, man. BG Krishnan, amazing sound of that GE, wow. Oh, Margaret Burnett, EK31 turning on to finals soon. Oh, they're having another go at it. Thank you, Margaret. That was awesome, man. Oh, look at this shot, look at this shot. Oh, okay. All right. Where's BEA, folks? She can't be that far out. Okay, she's just come out of the Lamborn, possibly behind, not that far behind the 380. Oh no, she's only just come out of the Lamborn though. Yeah, no, actually, you know what? Let's just have a look here, see if that's her there. Where's she come from? Oh, there she is. Okay. Yeah, she's out of the Lamborn, but quite some way behind the 380, which is great. So we'll get the full 380 and we'll get the full BEA. Let's get it to number one, folks. Hello to all our friends at Flight Radar 24 as well. We got mates at Flight Radar 24, haven't we? Dreamliner being pushed back again. I tell you what, mate. I tell you what. Oh, she's making some. Oh yeah, she's crazy. Judy SFO, CPR, EK31, number 41368. Oh, we'll get. I reckon we'll get BEA. You lot will get BEA. We've got 5,000 people watching, mate. Get your Flight Radar 24 app open, folks, and you want to enter BA 435. It's the retro BA jet, which we're so glad to see back. I mean, what's the forecast at the moment? Chernoff, yeah, look at the wingtip vortex, and that's it's like a liquid vortex, isn't it? Like a heat vortex, because it's mixing. The vortex is mixing with the engine exhaust, is that right? So as the vortex drifts away from it, it's crazy, man. Or is it even that? Is it even that? Is it literally just the vortex? There's no heat element to it whatsoever. It's just the BEA number 7. Keep going, folks, keep going. So again, Look at the end of the wings themselves, the far end of the wings. Look at the split ailerons. I think she's more or less straight lining it at the moment. Not going to see that rudder moving that much now. I think the winds have calmed a little bit more, but you're still going to see those. And also look out for how much the wing drops when the aircraft lands, and all the weight is lifted off the wings. All that lift is gone, and they just sag down. Watch, just keep an eye on. I'll go as wide as I can on it. I can do tight here, can't I? Well. How about that? Start up! Canadian 777. Go Canada, go. Livery. Go Canada, go! Straight forward. Good afternoon. There you go. Bob Savile, Nigel Coxon, CPR, Ian Morrison. It's BEAGP, this isn't her, is it? She's still a little bit way out. She's number 2 on flight radar 24, ladies and gents. Probably going to be able to get that number 2 start on that 777 before I cut back through to the glide slope. Oh, is it? This looks like that's stalled on 151 knots. Okay, is that my flight radar that's messed up? Great history on the pilot that's going to be running us through the simulator next week, folks, on Friday of next week. So put that in your diaries. Make sure that you put next Friday, probably around about 6 p.m. For a sim show live from Stansted. Luton, sorry. Luton. Don't go to Stansted, Jerry. No. It's an easy one as well. It's M11 though, isn't it? It's always a little bit long-winded, isn't it? That's no, M1, sorry, M1. Stansted is the M11, isn't it? I'll figure it out before Friday. God, Bennett. Yeah. Come on, folks, let's get it to number 1. This is the first one in with Lufthansa, and we're done with that. And now we've got our little BA. And look, as soon as I see her lovely boopy nose. And isn't it great that they've still got her, because sometimes you might get a retro jet that's got a replacement radome, which if it was white it would look terrible, like the retro jet, the Condor jet that I flew on. She just had a white nose, didn't it? It's such a shame. But fair play British Airways, they've gone full. Isn't it great to see her back, mate? A bit nostalgic, isn't it? Think of Tridents, Viscounts, is it? Comments? Nailed it.
Have you got the proper picture?
What you want?
Have you got the proper picture for this?
Yes, mate.
Every 19, huh?
Beautiful.
After a long time, this flight.
She's been a long time away, yeah.
Yeah.
Just goes to show the now I'm thinking, folks, that BEA actually was given a stay of execution, and do you know why I think that? Because they're waiting on Airbus jets to be delivered, new ones, and because of the delays in production, both with Airbus and with Boeing as well, more so from a raw materials supply issues with Airbus more than anything else, although they are having their own issues, but certainly not as much as what our friends at Boeing are having, which is a great shame. Yeah, I think that there's a possibility that that aircraft was actually planning to be disposed of in whatever way, but now, as you can see, they're using that's what is it, the DAT, is it DAT, Danish Air Transport? So this is a lease aircraft here, so they've basically, I'd imagine, gone and said, right, well, we've got our own jet, it's in storage, thank God we didn't scrap it or get rid of it or do anything like that when we need it now, because this is all as a result of the delays in deliveries with Airbus, the 320 and 321 Neos that they're waiting for. There's always one at Toulouse, isn't there, when we go there? There's always one at the delivery centre. It's a bit fast, this guy. Sudden, I don't think that's anything to do with the nothing to do with that little jet. All of a sudden the winds have picked up again. So, here we go, 737 NG, like it. She's a 737, what, 700 or something like that? $800. CFM 56 engine. Interesting to see the fly past with the always looks a little bit fast, the 737. I'm led to believe that it is a slightly like faster landing aircraft. They do land it faster than the Airbus. Nice bit of vortex off those wings. It's like a where's that 777? Is that in there? Is that in there? He's come out there. Poseidon, isn't it? The Poseidon jet. Yeah, it's the Poseidon jet. Interesting today to see that Poseidon jet. Look at the wing. Did anyone notice the fact that it's got raked wingtips? Which it looks pretty damn cool, man. But why have they done that specifically for the Poseidon, I wonder? Or was it just developed that way? They decided that Yoshi. Yeah, I mean, my thoughts on the reason for the storage of the aircraft. I think they stored it because they had uncertainties over aircraft deliveries, and they were right in thinking that they should have kept their 747s, but that's another story. Wow, look at that. And now the correction. Look at that, man. See, now we've seen it done both ways, making the correction and straightening it up and then touching down, or touching down and then making the correction. Some pilots like it some ways, other pilots like it others. You're Palpatine. What's the status, stupid? Is that GP? Who is? Oh, right, yes, sorry. Okay. Yes. Yeah, it's pretty gnarly, man. I mean, look at, can you see that rain? Can you see the rain? I've been very fortunate. I don't want to jinx it, but look at that. Look at this cell that's actually here. I think this far edge here might give me a bit of jip, possibly. If it does, it does. Oh, funky shot. I'm going to grab that. Oh, I missed that funky shot. Oh. Sorry, folks. Oh. Nice bit of vortex off that jet. Avro, clear pictures, clear sound. It's Gav Byrne, good afternoon. Great to have a live stream on a Saturday. I sometimes miss due to work commitments. So it's great to have you here, mate. Obviously, this is out of our normal remit, but you know, when it's windy, we got to come out, haven't we? I mean, what else are you going to do? Sit home and watch Bargain Hunt or something? I think it's interesting, isn't it? Because just trying to think of the positives and the negatives of the different styles of landing, in terms of like straightening then landing, or landing then straightening. Just looking at it from the point, from comparing it in some ways to yeah, used to race motocross. You used to tap the back brake to bring them, but when you jumped into the wind and trying to land it on a tuned into ATC, you might yeah, that wind is certainly looks like it's picking up, man. Look at that, beautifully executed, man. Yeah, that's textbook, isn't it? That is textbook. Look at the trees in the distance, so you can see it's blowing a hoolie over there, mate. Who knows what it's up at that altitude, so straightening before you touch down is the preferred technique that's taught. Better manages your inertia on touchdown. Yeah, so what he's talking about there is the lift goes from the wings, and you're basically talking about a whole load of you're steering a very heavy vehicle down the runway. But so he's saying basically straighten it up before you touch down. But is that the same for across the board with all pilots, with all aircraft types, with all companies? I mean, I don't know if you know, some companies have, I mean, there are standard operating procedures, but there are also certain techniques. Now he's straightening it up before he touches down. There we go, look at that, see? Yeah, that's the preferred technique is what he's talking about. But still a little correction as well after touchdown. Because you can only get it so straight, can't you? Let's see. Let us shirt off. Emu is bang on. So there we go, interesting. So across the board, all schools and all piloting academies and so on and so forth will all teach the preferred straight and then touchdown technique. Because I've also heard from some 747 pilots that we met when we did the when we did the whole Virgin thing. Wow. But I don't know, I can't remember whether he said touch and straighten or straighten and touch. I don't know, can't remember now. For the 747. That's nicely done, isn't it? But again, still a small correction on landing. But yeah, the other thing as well, of course, is it is all about your skills in terms of controlling the aircraft with the rudder pedals. You know, literally as you're touching down. And that's something that I'm gonna. One of the first things that I'm gonna be like touching on when we do the sim show this next week. I don't want to do it all in one night. I don't want to just sort of like have like, you know, like all the different scenarios. I want there to be obviously be look at this, man, look at this long landing. Wow, that's long, isn't it? So there you go, another example of the touch and straighten. It's a good name for a hair product, isn't it? Oh my good God, yeah, screaming in the air. You definitely don't want nose wheel down here. Only seen that on a couple of occasions. I don't think have we caught a nose wheel touchdown? I don't think we have we? Kev Miller, thank you. I love how people are interested in what they're seeing. Oh yeah, the one that's on the trailer is almost nose wheel first, isn't it? Not through any, just purely through the pilot's own. Well, actually, we got completely caught out, didn't he? Completely caught out, like that wing. That's why they always dip the wing into the prevailing winds. Well, not always, but it's the preferred. Well, I don't know if it's preferred even. Is it taught that way, that you sort of like keep that left wing into the wind for conditions like these? Definitely much more of a crosswind element now. I can see from the sock. Whoa, see, look at that, man. So you can see it's much more of a crosswind element in there now, folks. So it might start getting a bit tasty. Is he? Actually, yeah. Tony Rivers, good afternoon. Tony Haynes prefers cross-control landing. Explain, Tony, in as best as you can for somebody like me to understand. Poorly done, Ellis Chernoff. Oh, I'm loving all these legitimate pilot critiques, and also good and bad. Easy. Wow, look at that, man, isn't it great? Just want a jumbo, really, to really show it off, don't you? What? Isn't that beautiful, that wing, man? Oh God, That's all you need, innit? Oh, that's all you need, innit? What's the point of bringing the kids up? They're not interested. Oh. Not interested in the kids at all, just want to watch it themselves. That was very nice. Whoa, hold on, that was a, wow. It's quite a long way down the runway there, wasn't he? I do like the look of those Neos. Tony River's very funny. Could be a 10-hour flight, and trust me, I've had them. Oh my goodness me, that's why easy. Of course, the other thing you need to consider is that the pilot is also needing to maintain a minimum speed for landing as well. So there's a lot of things going on in the cockpit. Even though when you look at it on video, you know, these cockpit videos, it's very, very calm and collective, and you know, oh, this is nice, Korean 777. Oh, okay. Awesome. So this will be the 747, folks. The end of this month. Oh. Listen for the vortex. Drift over to my right, folks. Did you hear the vortex drifting away from me? Absolutely great. Fantastic. About flight mode on your phone. If you got that on, you can't watch it. She tried to watch a video, but she couldn't because she got flight mode on. So obviously got the prompt come up. Oh, I gotta be honest with you, it shouldn't have anything to do. Shouldn't have anything to do. Yeah, you still have to connect to Wi-Fi, of course. Mind you, if it's downloaded onto your phone and she's downloading a video that she's downloaded, you still have to be connected to the Wi-Fi, yeah? Oh, look at this beautiful 350, man. Look at that. felt that. Check those mains. Wow. That was heavy, wasn't it? What's the status, GP? Jill Blakeney, 350s are awesome. Jedi Master Joe, I've never thought of those little indicators like that pilots use. Final good info. Okay, well I've missed that comment, haven't I? Interesting. Drill it! Wow. Gnarly, man. Gnarly. Status, GP. Status check. Yeah, I know. I'm having to look over my left shoulder while I'm filming this plane, that's all. Because I don't want him to drive straight past me. Or... Oh, okay, he's a little way out. Oh, hey, is this the Saudi Retro 787-10? Nice! Beautiful aeroplane, man. Yeah, don't like this. Don't like the old livery now. Don't like it at all. Yeah. Worn out. This is gorgeous, man. Oh. Whoa, not the best landing in the world, man. Coming round bend. Has he seen me? Has he seen me? I'm waving at him. Come on, son. Oi! Flipping it. I don't know, sometimes they sort of like they're so ingrained on the sat nav that they just like simply drive straight past me. If I'm ever waiting outside the house, they park like 30 feet away. Where is he? I'm standing the only bloke in the street standing there with a phone. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Isolate the cat. We'll turn it off then. Try it without flight mode on and see what happens. got it. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't really know. Oh, it's one of those chocolate things, is it? Yeah, yeah. They're not bad, actually, are they? Kind of like... Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my God, man. What a nightmare. Well, well, well. So violent, doesn't it? Listen for ye olde vortex. Yeah. Oh, off to maintenance. To either Stansted or Luton, I guess. One of the two. Face Senior, all 4 seasons day. 4 seasons in one day. Well, I'll tell you what, it's my preferred kind of conditions, I have to say. Because literally, oh, nice, look at that. You know, okay, now, get this 737. She's what, an 8-7 or an 8 or something. 727. Mate, with these glasses, sometimes I'm making excuses, I know, but it's sometimes not an NG, it's a Max. Sorry, I know. Wow, look how fast that thing's going, mate. Sometimes with this tiny little monitor, it's quite dark, you know, and you struggle sometimes to ID an aircraft. But anyway, I'll scroll through all this, all like, it's a Max, it's a Max, it's a Max. But thank you for correcting me, as you always do. Screaming Emu. After watching Big Jet TV, I'd say 80% of Europeans land sideways, then correct, versus 80% of Americans who correct in the flare. Wow. Well, let's wait for them. Surely we've got an American jet coming in, haven't we? Mind you, I don't know. It's the wrong time of day now, isn't it? They're all early in the morning. Hello there. This is nice, Finnair 350. So that's interesting. So I did ask whether it's globally taught to correct in the flare and land, or do it the other way around. But obviously, some schools I was going to ask whether it was an American thing. No tears to cry. I don't want you back. Still on the climb. Engine's still. Nice steady climb out. All the parameters of the operation of that aircraft are monitored by head office, literally. Crazy. Some of the stories that I've heard yeah, crazy. It's just Emirates are just so massively safety conscious, and both for themselves, for the good of themselves as an airline, but also for the passengers, fuel economy, all that kind of stuff. You put the gear down too early, you're in the headmaster's office on Monday morning, I tell you. Or you're getting an email from them. Or you selected gear down like 20 seconds later or 20 seconds before the SOP, the standard operating procedures for our specific airline. And they do. That's what they do. They're always stuck together, aren't they? I don't think I'm going to miss this one, Jilly. The front, mind you, just looking at the wind direction. That front there is sort of, if that's, you know, it's right opposite me, and it is travelling in that direction, isn't it? Because the wind is blowing it that way. It's a direct crosswind now, isn't it? It is more or less a direct crosswind now, isn't it? God bless you, blame you, really good down below me. Iberia. Launch customer for the XLR, innit? A321 XLR, launch customer. The old management at Aer Lingus are not happy about that, because they were pipped to become the to be the launch customers. Easy, so, for the XLR, but because of internal issues, I think, with their flight crews, pay rises and all that kind of stuff, that it's been handed over to Iberia, because I think for whatever reason. Oh, nice. DHL A300. Look at this old girl, man. I mean, this thing was around before the A320, before the A320 family was developed after this aircraft, folks. I mean, this is the literally first wide-bodied jet in the world, and it was a Emirates used it, didn't they? Twin aisle. That bird of prey there. Got a bird of prey right on the shot there, look at that. Nice. It's a little bit high. Oh, son, get it down, get it down. Wow. Very flary, wasn't it? Sort of like overcompensated the flare or something, I don't know. Looked like it anyway. Ellis Sherlock, it's actually the A300 600, second generation of the A300. Thank you, sir. And he would know, because he's flown one probably, because he's had his hand on a lot of aeroplanes, mate. Classic aeroplanes, as Ellis flown the classics. Absolutely honoured to have, you know, both, you know, current pilots and ex-pilots, air crew, technicians, engineers, because I do love my engineering. I could talk about it till the cows come home, or aircraft in general, bits and pieces. He's going to touch down very close to the front. Look at this, look at this. Oh yeah, nailed it, but flipping heck. Look at that, man. Perfect. Oh, Jilly, man, just, Jilly, do a timestamp on that. See if we, are you there? Okay, timestamp on that 350 touchdown, just to see, because I just want to, you might get that swirl of tyre smoke. Absolutely fantastic, man. it's brilliant, mate. Back in the days when cockpits smelt of leather and hydraulic oil and fuel and smells. Just brilliant, man. Especially if you're on a freighter where the toilet was up the front as well. You get the smell of the, you know, the toilet cleaning apparatus or fluids before anyone jumped in there and went, it's all we need to know, mate, thanks. There used to be a very unique smell inside the old man's DC-8 whenever I got on board it, and included nicely done. So that's the American way, is what you're saying. Adjust and touch down, adjust in the flare and then touch down. Yeah, there's some pretty big weather over that way. Stunning. Good does that sound, man? Is that is that a United 777 by any chance? Firing up. Seeing his tail to us. Ellis Chernoff got that DC-8 smell for certain, yeah. Well, okay. Let's, this is, as you know, it's an unscheduled show, folks, so we'll just keep going for a little bit longer, but obviously we'll be back on tomorrow. Startup number 2. Okay, nice. Anything else, Billy? How long out are we talking? Korean cargo triple. That's quite rare. 29 minutes. So let's go through to the Korean cargo triple, folks. Yeah, because this is normally a 747. But bear in mind, I think the 777 freighter can carry around about 90, close to 90 tons of freight, which is not a long way off of what a 747 can handle, other than the Dash 8, of course. Is it 110 tons or something like that? Depends on the configuration of the aircraft, of course, and that's including the upper deck and belly freight. That's why a lot of the A380 customers, when they, took delivery of their A380s, very quickly realised that, in terms of cargo capacity, they were pretty poor when you compared them to the 777, believe it or not. For belly freight, that is, because of the configuration of the aircraft. The A380, I think there's a centre section where, because of the air conditioning systems, actually no, it's because of the undercarriage, I think it might be, because I heard that apparently the air conditioning units on the A380 are actually mounted in the wing root, or that huge valance that you see around the wing. All the aircon systems are in there because they can't house it in the centre because of the huge undercarriage housing. Where is it at? Oh dear. We have a Dreamliner I'm hearing news about, folks, that's was heading to Ontario, did you say? Portland to Oregon, and has turned back. So we'll monitor that for a little bit. Ooh. So I wonder what this. So it's a BA flight, yeah? Where did they turn back? Where did they turn back? Oh, turn back over UK shores. Okay. Or thereabouts. Interesting. So did you say they held up there for a little bit, Gilly? Did they do some circuits? Okay. Over land or over sea? Okay, interesting. So that may be the, yeah. Maybe they pinpointed the problem as they were cruising along the UK, and then got to the what is that point? That control centre. It's the control centre, isn't there? That the last check-in, isn't it? And maybe they got to there and were like, we need a little bit longer just to double check it. And now they've decided, no, you know what? We're not happy about it. I'm still a little bit miffed about that one the other day, though. You right, mate? Sorry? Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Cheers. Yeah, that one the other day where they turned back over the. But anyway, that's a big long discussion. I don't want to bore people with it. Brian Stewart, Cargo Lux Queen, cruiser. Where GP? Oh, look at this retro. TAP's retro. Nice. This is a good-looking aeroplane. Look at this. That's because of the rain. That's because of the weather. There's weather west of the airport. I can see it. And you know what? I'm going to get myself geared up and ready. Going to get the coat on. Put the mic inside the coat. You might have to bear with me on that one, folks, because this front here is definitely headed towards me, as you can see. Even though, actually, you know, the sock is still pointing directly north, isn't it? Where is it? Flipping it. It's disappeared. Oh, there it is. So, I don't know. Might catch the very edge of that one there. I don't know, but it's looking pretty grim, I've got to tell you. So stand by. Screaming in me, nice crosswind correction too. Tap jet. Oh yeah, it's getting dark, mate. It's getting dark. Get me sweatbands on. Nice. Yeah, you can see the very last remnants of the sun being eaten up by the. What's that, mate? Nice one, fella. Thanks, mate. Do you want a sticker, mate? Stand by, everybody. We're only... Oh yeah, man, look at this. Look at that rain. Yeah, we're going to have some windscreen wiper action coming up, folks. Probably hit you first, Gilly. Zoetador, ich liebe dich. Hit me, hit me, hit me. Okay, I'm gearing up for this, mate. Microphone's going under the coat. How are we going to do that? I'm going to have to keep my mouth shut. But will that be dry enough? Might have to actually put it in air, folks. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll tell you a story. If I take this off of here. Stand by. That's looking pretty nice. Looks beautiful though, doesn't it? I love weather, man. I really love weather. Gonna get a bit of lightning in there and all, mate, I think. You don't want to be flying into that. That's going to be a sharp left or sharp right turn, isn't it? For anything going out, man. Like that guy there. Just skirting it, isn't he? Look. Wow, man. Look at it. It looks messy, mate. It looks really messy. I'm gearing up for it. Love it. You love it. Okay. Wristbands, check. Headband, check. You cannot be serious. It's chalk on the line, man. Just check the audio, Jelly. Just check if it's all right. Just make sure you can't hear it. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Look at that, man. Look at that rain. Isn't it beautiful? I know a lot of people would be sort of like, yeah, no, it bleeding isn't. But I did hear. Look, he's flying straight through it, look. Flying straight through it. 777, 777. Well, there's a paramedic down there, so if I get hit by lightning, at least he's here. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, stop. Next shot. Yeah, did you hear it? Did you hear it? Absolutely fantastic. I love that smell. Sounds just fantastic. Is that the Royal Jardinian going already? Look at the water pouring off her wings, man. Start up, Turkish triple. Oh, it's Vietnam, is it? Yeah, look at the water. Look at that. Oh wow, man. That's a nasty cloud to go through. But the weather radar will, you know, I mean, you can actually see, look, you can actually see the track. You can see the path, look at that, as it's cut through that rain. Oh, it's insane, mate. Look at that shape. Look at that, look at that. Yeah, man. And that, what was it? Who was it? It's crazy, man, it's crazy. A lot of these pilots were like, get us in, for God's sake, get us in, will you? Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to get it. I'm ready for it though, man, I'm ready for it. Look at those conditions. Rob sees it coming. Look at this side. It's lovely, isn't it? 2 seasons in one shot. Look at it. See it moving, look at that. Look at it. Gonna get done, son. You're gonna get done. Better be ready. Scott Cowell. So BA 267 heading back to London Heathrow. BA's maintenance base at London Heathrow. Yeah, not just that though. Just because, yeah. You see, if it was a serious sort of like, you know, they could divert to maybe Dublin or something like that. But yeah, you might be right. It's always speculative, isn't it, in terms of... oh, lights on. Here we go. It's coming, mate. It's coming. It's right at me, mate. Look at this. Look at this. If you're a meteorologist, you're going to love this. It's almost sort of storm chasing in a funny sort. Storm meeting. We are the welcoming committee for this particular storm right in front of us, man. It's a cell, isn't it, really? I think it's called a cell, isn't it? Moving across the country. You'll see it on your weather radars, purple and green and red and all the colours of the red. I'm going to get battered though, just bear that in mind, folks. So it's going to be very... shot. Isn't that beautiful? The winds have actually dropped right down now, which is not a good thing because that means this cell is just going to move very slowly across. Nice! Nice power vortex noise from that little 320. How cool was that? Now you see it's turned more into a sort of like more a westerly now, isn't it? Oh, don't tell me. Oh, is it? Oh, I thought you were going to say it's really heavy rain. Make sure that all the microburst, yeah, definitely potential for microburst there, man, especially there. especially there. You don't want to be landing in this sort of stuff, man. Yeah, well, that is where you just get a very sudden surge of it's where it's all obviously linked to winds more than anything else, isn't it? The micro burst, when the water gets so heavy, when the cloud just gets so heavy with rain. Here it comes now. First spots. Get ready, folks, because I'm gonna get it. You just sit back and enjoy. Yeah, see it coming up the runway, man. See it coming up the runway. Look at this. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, here we go, man. Here we go. Yeah, right in me face, yeah. Straight in me chops, mate. Straight in me chops. This is... Got lots of blue towels, so we should be all right for the wiping ceremonies. Jesus Christ. Oh wow, winds are hard, winds are heavy. But I don't care. You're going to start seeing the water pouring off the wings, but you're also going to see these based on the conditions. That was a great landing. Oh, that's cold on my back, man. Oh, oh, oh. That's pretty severe, man. Yeah, that's pretty severe. Gloves, mate. New gloves. Can't believe it. Insane. Can't believe I need gloves. This rain, this water is freezing, mate. Temperature has seriously dropped. Look at the line of water that's being left behind this jet, man. This is when it's all turning into it. See that Poseidon jet had very much like an Embraer raked wingtip. I wonder if Boeing are maybe considering. Do what? How'd you know that? Oh. Oh, okay, so this is a squall then. Aviation in 4K's friend is up at the other end of the runway, and we're reliably informed, believe it or not, that it's dry up the other end. Look at it here, man. It's flipping horrible. But there we go. You've got to do what you've got to do for the love of aviation. It's true, yeah, it's true, isn't it? You haven't even seen me on the golf course, mate. Eh? Stop moaning, stop moaning. Literally didn't last 10 minutes, did it? Okay, this is where it gets all messed up because of the water on the runway surface, but like I say, we're reliably informed that apparently this this squall will pass. It's true. Look at the hole this thing's going to leave. Watch for the water peeling off the wings, man. Temperatures dropped 5 degrees. Ellis Chernoff is on my side. Look at that, look at that, look at the shapes. Look at the shapes. True story, yeah. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Last little bits, give me the last little blast, innit? Here, oh, Jerry, have some of this. Just to remind you of... Cheers, thanks. I'll tell you what though. Oh, mate. I reckon I'll get that. I reckon I'll get that. Get that. Yeah. That's all right if you can put your hands in your pockets, yeah. But when you've got to maintain pressure on a zoom on a toggle on a camera, not a very big one either, and your hands are fully exposed to the... Shut up! It is cold, mate, I tell you. It is cold. But it's only, you know, I'm actually... I've kind of gone through that barrier of the hands being cold initially from the freezing rain. Now it's actually not too bad. Bring it on. Okay. See, it's a little bit difficult to get that zoom. I'm obviously protecting the camera from the water. But yeah, blue skies ahead, folks. Blue skies ahead. Not long now. It's usually the edge of the cloud, isn't it? That's the harshest element of it. Well, that's something I always sort of like, you know, was led to believe. I don't know if it's true, because obviously the eye of the cloud is obviously in the middle, so that's the place of most sereneness, would I be right in saying, whereas the outer edge of the cloud, which is the part that's, is it the most violent part of the cloud in terms of the cell, in terms of its the moving of it, you know, because generally a cell will turn, won't it? Like, you know, in a circular motion, and of course the outboard section of the cell. What am I talking about? No, the outboard section of the cell would be the most violent, but that's something that I've sort of like, yeah, the back end of it is also, yeah. So they're descending through this now, which is not very nice, but visibility is about, you know, what, 7 miles, something like that, maybe even longer. Okay, so what are we waiting for then, Gilly? It's the... So now just be aware, Gilly, I thought that's what we were waiting for. What's the significance of BA what? Oh yes, right, okay, the returning Streamliner, yeah. Is that in before the Korean jet? And what about Virgin Captain, because he did, was it VS 117 that he was... 137. Oh, okay, yeah. Hodgie saying Korean 777 on finals now. It's a freighter, which is pretty cool. Oh, is it? Yeah. Captain Fuller, gonna miss you, mate. Really sorry about that, but just make sure you stay in touch. contact@bigjet.tv. You can ping me your number if you like, sling you on WhatsApp like I do with Chris and Zane and all that lot. I think I've got a few actually, but yeah, and the same goes for other pilots as well, because it's always but if we announce we're going somewhere, they may be going in there or coming out of there, or whatever it might be. Quite a few pilots on me WhatsApp. I've got pilots on me WhatsApp. Need some cream for that, mate. Yeah. We've got lumps of it round the back. Just saw my son landing. Oh, okay. It's the kind of weather you get in May, isn't it, really? Or April, even. You know, April showers and all that. What now? 777 200 freighter, not the jumbo today, but that's all right. We'll take a triple. Oh wow, Screaming Emu may be flying to Heathrow. Oh, we would go massively out of our way to get that inaugural flight. It's in January, right? Okay. That would be great, yeah, perfect. Might even be able to do something with JetBlue, you never know. But mind you, getting airside at Heathrow is a nightmare in it now. Pure freighter. This should leave some vortex noise. Listen out for it. Yeah, but we're just waiting for the Dreamliner now, aren't we? That's what we're waiting for now. Oh, tomorrow? No idea about tomorrow, folks. Not a clue. You know what you know the way we roll. We just make it up as we go along. literally. I mean, we will have a plan together tonight. On my way home, I'll swing by Gillies and we'll discuss options. Or just do it on the phone, to be honest with you. Really, you know. Obviously, they're on 2/7s tomorrow, so that's whether we go for departures or arrivals or a switchover show or something like that. Yeah. It really is a mixed bag in terms of people preferring landings to takeoffs. It really is a split right down the middle, isn't it? For the returning British Airways jet. We've got jumbo. Did you say we got a jumbo on the way? Oh, well, that's it then. We got to sit around and wait for that. Blimey, he's been sitting there a long while, hasn't he? There's the jet that was making all the noise earlier on, folks. Freshly out of the maintenance bay. Got a big smile on his face, look. He's happy. Back at a sack. Yeah, it's 50-50 and we're very split on the landing. Lift and pull, lift and pull. Thanks, mate. Thanks for all you do, mate. These guys are hard workers, especially the ones on the mountain bikes who circumnavigate the perimeter road around Heathrow. There for anybody who needs assistance. Thank you to them, you guys. 2 seconds, folks. No. Can't miss this one. Can't miss this one. Oh, flipping. Wow, that was a great landing. Without you. What arrivals? Oh, okay, but the oh, it's next in. He's coming in on this runway. He's coming in on this runway. Looks like he's changing direction to me. Oh, okay. So this is the returning 787. Yeah. Okay. Couple of ops vehicles with one of them playing the distress call of don't know what it is, seagull. This is a returning aircraft, folks. It's not diverting. And we don't know its reason for the return, whether it's technical or passenger related. Sorry about that. It sounds like a seagull being throttled, literally. Yeah, we've got to check a vehicle at the entry point. Glennis James has gifted a membership. Thank you, Glennis. There doesn't look to be any take it that is yeah, we'll check the runway. But I take it that obviously they're returning with much heavier than they would like to be. Got an ops vehicle chasing it down the runway. So that to me would be for technical reasons, because otherwise why would there be an ops vehicle following an aircraft that's returning? I can only imagine that there was something that they weren't happy with. and they may stop operations, although there is one behind us, so oh really? I can't. Yeah, glinting, sun glinting. Yeah. That's bleeding impossible to see. The sun's straight in me mush. Thanks, Glennis. Yeah, you know, it could be a number of things. It could be, you know, if it was a passenger emergency, I would imagine that they would divert to another airfield, as this is a sort of like potentially a maintenance issue, which would be better to have it checked out by their maintenance team that are on. It's the easiest way to do it. Indeed, it could be anything. Oh god, yeah, sorry. Off to what the darts, David. Davey require 147. Aaron Thomas. Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it? In terms of compensation. Is that her sitting there, GP? So they're having a visual inspection by the ops vehicles, I'm thinking, possibly. Raskas, Real Edition, thank you, giving information on where those aircraft are coming from. That last one in from Shanghai. Martin P, BA more likely to have a replacement F for Martin. No. Did you? No. Is the answer to that. All their aircraft are assigned either on operation or in maintenance. They don't have spare aircraft sitting around just in case, because any aircraft on the ground is a loss of revenue, basically. So it's more a case of having the maintenance teams available, but they would have to obviously alter the schedules and make all sorts of plans, maybe even have those passengers stay overnight in a local hotel. And there will be compensation, I'm guessing, because if it doesn't leave within a certain time, they might argue that it did leave and it's out of their control or something. I don't know. But it definitely looks like a technical issue more than a passenger issue, that's for sure. Could be cabin pressurization. It could be anything, man. It could be one of the freight doors is showing that it's not fully closed, or mind you, that would have shown up on the pre-flight checklist, wouldn't it? All those systems they run through to check that everything's shut, closed, and locked. And cell over that way as well. kind of... Okay, where's your jumbo jet, folks? Scott Hetherington. Yes, it may be radar. It may be sort of. By the looks of it, that aircraft didn't just turn back. It actually did hold for some time while they were no doubt troubleshooting it. Raskas Cathay 350, 4 out. Thank you, Raskas. Stand by, folks. Just need to go and use the ablutions. So. So handy having that Elsan lavatory in the van. A little bit of luxury. Not really. Certainly not on a cold, freezing winter morning when you arrive at Lakenheath at 6:30 in the morning and it's freezing and you're like, oh just really? Yeah, totally an easier option when you're at company base. But not good for the customer, is it? There was a show the other day on Jeremy Vine on TV and one of his subjects was like, what's the worst airline for delays? And I'm like, I rung them up and I said, hey, spoke to the researcher and they knew who I was and all that because I spoke to them before. Jeremy Vine, I spoke to him, you know, and I said, listen man, you can't go branding any airline with the worst for delays because there's so many factors involved. Oh! What the? Wow, man, that was crazy. That was like a freak. Wow. Yeah. Did you? Oh, that's insane, man. Wow. I thought I was going to. That was only a little 320. I don't know if that was related to that or I think it probably was because that was a proper. Almost like a microburst without the water, if you know what I mean. Wow. Nathan P. Etihad 380 in Singapore 747 due in just over 20 minutes. There we go, folks. 350 carbon. Wow, that was nuts. smooth was that? Yeah, so I said to the Jeremy's researcher, and I said, look, you can't brand any particular airline or operator with being the worst, because everybody goes through delays. First of all, as I've mentioned many times before, the time that your flight is due to depart is rarely on time. If you're due to go out at 2:30, you're more likely to be actually wheels off the ground 3 o'clock at the earliest, I would have thought. Start up. Nice. 737 Max. Yeah, because, you know, so even the, you know, when you compare like EasyJet to British Airways, for example, they're probably exactly the same. You know, in terms of the delays, it could be technical, it could be passenger related, it could be airport related. Most of the time it is airport related as well, you know. I said, you know, she said, yeah, but what if, you know, surely they know their aircraft are fine by the time, you know, when they, I said, no. You know, they'll obviously carry out the onboard computers. The systems have, you know, diagnostics on them, and you know, when the aircraft lands and taxis to gate, an issue may arise within the firmware or somewhere on the aircraft. Perhaps not whilst it's at gate. Perhaps when it's taxiing out, like we had with the A380 a week or so back. You know. All sorts of different scenarios that you've got to take into account when you're talking about delays of flights. So really, you cannot brand any specific airline as being you know, better than anything else or worse than anything else for delays, because, you know, it will happen. It just will happen. But the initial, and you always make up the time as well on the outbound flight, generally. I was 30 minutes late coming back from Spain, Gilly, and I arrived 5 minutes early. So they always make up the time. Yeah. And then I waited 2 hours for my bag when I got back here, and that was nothing to do with the airline. Well, BAE use their own handling agents, didn't they? But it was airline related. But you know, just because obviously they, you know, when you work it all back, look at the top of that cloud, man. That's got to be what, 20,000 feet, maybe even more. The tip of that cloud. Yeah, that's actually very true, what you're saying there. Departure time, Pete saying departure time is actually pushback time, not airborne time. So, yeah. But that's what most people think, isn't it? They think of it as being the time you take off, so to speak. But he's right. You know, as soon as that aircraft starts its pushback sequence, that's when I guess the clock starts running. They make up the time if they build it into the schedule, not always the case, Ellis. Yeah, I mean, I've had many flights across the Atlantic which have been heavily delayed, but generally they'll make it up. They'll make it up. By either selecting a higher or lower altitude where the winds are better for them with a tailwind or whatever it might be. Just better conditions in the jet stream, I'm guessing. Very interesting when you see that on flight radar as well. When you see them all literally following each other and different altitudes, but just generally following that track, and it is fascinating when you see all of that. And consider also that when they're across the Atlantic, the communications are not satellite based, are they? They are radio based with very high frequency systems. Or God, blimey, that wind is cold, man. Stop moaning. Let's get on with it. Get on with it. Stop moaning, you. Yeah, but hold on a minute. Rasgas. Is this Asiana's 350 from Seoul? Screaming in me, if I drop the parking brake at or before the scheduled departure time, we are on time. Okay, well there we go then. So that's when the clock starts ticking, but do passengers classify that as regardless of the pushback time, I'm talking about the issues with delays and all that kind of stuff, which, you know, invariably so I need to get my head around this. And you've got a 30-minute wait on the taxiway. Then the departure time is the pushback time. So if at 3 o'clock he pushes back at 3 o'clock. So all the times that you see in there are pushback times on it. Interesting, because variably, half an hour late, that kind of thing. It's never on time. Yeah, I know, but yeah. But what I'm saying is the pushback time is the flying time. Yeah, it's supposed to be but invariably, very rarely does that time coincide with the pushback. It's normally about 20 minutes later than that. I mean, obviously some carriers are better than others, but you know. If there's a passenger that didn't turn up, their baggage has got to come off, or you know, there's a slight technical issue, you know, all those kinds of things that, like when I was on the Virgin jet flying back from Seattle, where was it, San Fran, wasn't it, where the passenger was looking out on the window, out on the wing, and saw some flaking paint on the wing and freaked out, and Virgin Atlantic had to call out a technician who subsequently climbed onto the wing with a roller paint of oh no he didn't he put gaffer tape on it, didn't he? He used gaffer tape as the repair, well, not so much the repair, but just to cover over the peeling paint, just to, you know, make the customer happy, but that cost us about 2 hours. Was it oh, okay. But by the time we were wheels off ground, it was a good 2 hours after the official, yeah. But fair play, the gaffer tape was obviously speed tape, but it was black speed tape, which is quite rare. Normally speed tape is that silver finish, isn't it? It's almost you know, metallic, isn't it? But it was definitely a black tape that I saw, and it was stuck on the wing. It's still there when I got back to Heathrow. Yeah, I was convinced it would. Yeah. No, speed tape. Yeah, I know. I'll just. It's the equivalent of. It's a very expensive equivalent of gaffer tape, but they use it on aeroplanes and racing cars and things like that, because its adhesive qualities are far better, but also it has a metallic. I'm just trying to find that jet. Yeah, it's crazy. It's a crazy amount of money. It's not cheap. It's not. You can't go down B&Q and buy a roll, can you? Not here anyway. Go to specialist. Dealers or stockists or whatever. North East Scotland, thank you. Tell you what, those little CEOs, they got some whip to them, man. Wow, really? Blimey, these are on rotor blades, flipping out. Fueling fine by Spanish court for having a more stringent uniform policy for female staff. Fair enough. Should be the same for both, shouldn't it? For all, you know, regardless of what you. You know, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, that. So what the fellas can just wear what they like, or what? You know. Yeah, what's going on there? Rightly so. Blimey. Spanish court fining them as well. Mind you, their fueling is a blimey. I wonder how all that sort of like unfolded as to why, you know. Maybe the cabin crew, the lady cabin crew probably got together and said, what's going on here? Bombay John, Singapore 747, 12 minutes out. Let's try and get it a number one, shall we, folks? I reckon by the time she joins the stack, to the moment she touches down, should be a good shot as well. Great light. How outdated would that be if somebody said, you know, we can't have women wearing trousers? How outdated would that? It's like something from the 1920s, for crying out loud. Women, know your limits. You know, remember that in Diego. Welcome to First Class, Diego's brand spanking new channel member. Diego, a very warm welcome to you, my friend. Brakes off to brakes on is brakes off to brakes on is known as block time. Yes, I've heard that used before. Some airlines will only pay their start. Yes, exactly. I've heard that before as well. I think it was Ryanair pilots that disputed that, wasn't it? The block time was, you know, they were paid for wheels off the ground to wheels on the ground, not brakes off. Or the other way, or something like that. Yeah, or maybe Cathay Pacific, and that's why there was a memorandum that went out to the air crews to hurry up with your taxiing, because they were taking so long, and obviously using that time to increase their pay. But you know, allegedly. I guess it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, isn't it? It's like when you're doing some building work, it's job and finish, or it's, you know, hourly pay until the job's done, if you see what I mean. Job and finish being where that's how much we're giving you for it. You're not getting a penny longer. If you do it if you manage to complete the work in 3 weeks as opposed to 4 weeks, then good on you. You've made up some time. But different pay structures for different operators. It's it wrong. It's it wrong. So they've moved that Dreamliner. He's going to go sometime. A big road being pushed. Karina, not our guys. They taxi so fast. Slinger at number 4, Scott Cowell's saying. Slinger at number 4. Oh, that's the 747. Yeah. I don't know about the yeah. Any Singapore, right? Okay, well. Slingers. John Walton, thank you. What's that? What's that, Jilly? Comet nose. Back end. See the wedge. Great smelling that inside there. Engines and fluids and cleaners and all sorts of Love the smell of a workshop, mate. Never wash your overalls. Never wash your overalls. I wouldn't anyway. Obviously, you know, I think the smell of grease and oil and cleaning fluids and all that sort of like overpowers body odours and stuff like that. And it's not like you're wearing them like, you know, without any clothes on. Yeah. Zoe B in the US, most federal funded road construction project will offer bonus pay for completing on top or early and charge fines for excess. Yeah, it's much the same with everything, isn't it? You know, if you don't complete it in the allotted time, then there are fines and all that sort of stuff. So it's in their interest to carry out a good job. There's BA380 sitting at a departure gate. Is it our friend Arthur Willington? Don't know. Okay, what, for the Korean, you mean? Oh, flipping heck! Oh, blimey, O'Reilly. I like a good sneeze. Next Thursday. Why? Oh, pushing Porsche. Hate to tell you, I work in a workshop. Oil and grease cannot overpower BO. BA Baracus. You ain't getting me on no plane, fool! Nick Fishington, there are some heavy aeroplanes in the hole. Nice looking Austrian jet. Pratt & Whitney. That Pratt & Whitney engine issue is just going to go for, I mean, you're talking about, they were talking about 300 days, folks, to overhaul those faulty engines. 300 days, a year, more or less. Pratt & Whitney, I believe, have just announced that they carried out an engine overhaul in 100 days, or less than 100 days, or something like that. So, it's still a long time, isn't it? Both engines got to come off, haven't they? Is that Virgin Jet still out of action? Well, it will be, won't it? The one with the wing. Who's going to get there first? The A350 round the corner there, man. Half of its stabilizer is missing. It's like crazy. It's been sort of like chopped off, squared off at an angle, and then a part of a leading edge as well, for them to refabricate the horizontal stabilizer onto that thing. It's crazy, isn't it? I thought that the horizontal stabilizers on the 350 were carbon as well. Tim Smart's gifted 5 Big Jet TV channel memberships. Thank you, Tim. That's very kind of you, my friend. Thank you, everybody. It's today, like I said, it's out of our normal remit. We're just because the winds were quite strong earlier on, decided to come out and film. Obviously they've died down now, but we're going to hang around for the jumbo, and then we will let you know. Probably later on. I thought, what's the time now? Blimey, right, it's 7:15 for crying out loud. Flipping heck. Raskas Qatar triple next in. Ellen Etihad 380 just left the Lambourne hold. Where's that jumbo, GP? Where's the jumbo? Oh, she's in the Lambourne, right, okay. John M, if the plane's not burning, it's not earning, too right. Just solution, best ways to all of her aircraft operation. Big last second correction there, man. Sort of like caught them out during the flare there. Wow, watch that one back. As Hay saying she's number 1 now. Is that the cafe jet? Etihad number 5. Oh, what? What did I... Oh, sorry, Singapore, sorry. Yeah. Etihad number 2, Daniel Burns. So we've got the top 3, first, second, and third on the podium for Big Jet TV on Flight Radar. No, okay. So, all right. 1 and 2, okay. Rough 777, John Walton, Sue Cruz, wowzer. Deborah Davies, your members and subscribers have done it again. She is number 1. Pico 7, beautiful landing. Sideways, Norman saying. There we go. She is number 1. Daniel Burns, Claire Bear, Avro Arrow, Vegas Mark. Well corrected pilot saying Bootley. That was right in the last seconds of the flare, wasn't it? Or not so much last seconds of the flare, but right before the touchdown point where you're sort of like expecting it to land and then make the correction. But yeah. Stunner. Who's starting their engines? Oh, CPR, she's doing another circuit. Oh, sorry. Oh, they're going to put a rogue, are they? The Etihad jet. Oh, I hope they don't do that with the jumbo, man. How cool was that? How cool was that? Oh, we do have 1, 2 and 3, Scott Thompson saying. Yeah. Yeah. That's another one that sort of like emerges, lives for a day and then dies, isn't it? What a life, eh? Aaron Thomas, that was a Kestrel. Didn't look like a Kestrel, didn't it? Glennis James. L&M, we had 1, 2, 3 and 5 a couple of hours ago. Wow. We got any which one's that then, Julie? Because it's got an Etihad look about it. I thought it was going rogue. I thought we said it was going rogue. No, it ain't. That one's coming in here. Paul Whittle, thank you. Jason White. No, Raskas, she's going 27 right. She's coming straight at us. Big old, humongous 500 plus ton hunk of alloy plastic. Super Jumbo. I think it a Queen of the Skies is always the Queen of the Skies. I don't think we should give this a brand of King of the Skies or anything like that. But Super Jumbo, I'm always down with that. Because a lot of the controllers in the US call it Super, don't they? A380 Super. That's crazy. Just coming down to 1,100 feet. 129 knots. Below the 1,000-foot marker. Different call-outs maybe. Approaching minimums. Lights are on. Minimums. I don't know what the minimums is on the 380, but what they've set for it. Anyway, here we go. Just wanted to get that shot, that gear, man. 35 tons of hardware. Here we go. Here we go. Right on the touchdown zone by the looks of it. There's wet patches on the runway, folks. Just the water being blown by those engines. Just incredible. Kurt Landgraf pushing 10. Oh, I like the sound of that. Oh, is it? Oh. No, no. Okay. Yeah. Aviation Addict. That's water on the runway, Aviation Addict. Just pools of water, puddles, whatever you want to call them, on the runway, left by the rain, of course. And these engines You'll see it with other Super Twins start up. Because obviously the oh my God, is it still circulating? Okay. So hearing that the Singapore jet is, the 747 is now coming out of the hold, we believe. Rascas, the stack, now is it the stack or the hold pattern? Singapore 747, Eva Air 7777, Thai 777 and Oman 787. Where's that starting up? Loving the close-up. Oh, it's a Turkish triple, is it? Oh, okay. It's around the other side, can't see her tail. That was great, that 777 engine run earlier, wasn't it? Remember that? G-Dog! You brecamaha! Le back! It's gone up quick, isn't it? 350, wow. Oh, that's Finnair's jet, isn't it? She's light, she's light. As Hey 88 best sound. It was great, wasn't it? Only probably ran it to about 40%, but it was good enough, man. And it's crazy that in all the time that we've been doing this, it's the first time we've had a real engine test. Audible, you know. We've heard them from a distance before, but wow, look at that. Look at that cloud top, man. That's seriously busy up the top of that. What's that? Hear that? Just checking the mic. You alright, Mike? Come on, son, out you come. Oh, I don't know. Oh yeah, no, we're all good. We're all good. Normandy lightings. Did you gift your old camera? Oh yeah, yeah I was. Nobody wrote in. Didn't we ask people to write in? I did, didn't I? I did. I said, email. Yeah, write in, not literally with a flipping, you know, feather and ink. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, within reason, but no. 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 It's always a little bit difficult, things like that, because you want to look after everyone, don't you? Oh, yeah. It's actually, that's actually due for the scrap heap, isn't it? Yeah, there's no point in trying to fix it, because it would cost more than what the camera's worth. It's going to end up in one of those crushing videos, isn't it? Jules Harris, Fiona Diamond. I think that is Fiona Diamond. It's a brand new channel member. Welcome, Fiona. Lovely to see you. Chris Carey has gifted a channel membership. Thank you, Chris. Very kind of you. .380 is apparently lost. Avro, I'm not going to. The old camera's not going to be. I'm not going to even give it to someone when it's faulty. Faulty. Morning, Major. Yeah, no, I'm not going to donate a broken piece of equipment. That would be the wrong thing to do. Glennis James, thank you, Glenn. Glenn has gifted a channel membership. Glennis, sorry. No, it says Glenn. It says Glenn in brackets afterwards. Yeah. I know. I said Glennis James and then I said Glenn. Thank you, Glennis. Glenn. Jason White's Singapore 747 freighter on its way in, as in joining the back of the stack. Is it on finals? Is it established on the glide slope? She's 10 miles. What's going on? Chipaz, Singapore 747. Let's just have a look. Oh, blimey. Oh, yeah, here she comes. Second out. Blimey, she's been busy in that hole, doesn't she? Flipping heck. She's a lovely old boy. It will be a 400. They haven't got any dash 8s, I don't think, have they? See right through those engines. Crazy, isn't it? Look at that. The core of the engine is more or less the same size as the original CEO engines, but these new generation engines are just got big fan blades. Hence the reason why the huge engine cows 747 stacked up behind this jet. Here she comes, ladies and gents. Yeah. Why? What you got? What you got? literally vertically over the top of me. She's not trailing or anything. Oh really? Really? Towards the moon? Do I look towards the moon? Where do I look? South? Do I look south? Where do I look? Staines? London? Oh, there she is, there she is, there she is. There she is. Hold on. Oh, please get her, man. Please get her. Oh. Oh, no, man. No. Oh, she's... Oh, man. It's Pretty Woman. Ex-Virgin Atlantic. No, no. It's too... Jilly, you can't tell me to do that when it's like 20 seconds after I've... I know, man. I know. If I'd have known that, I would have. If I'd have known that, I would have. If I'd have known that track, I would have looked right above me. But she's gone, mate. She's gone. She's gone. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, here we go then, folks. Get me bearings now. Jumbo jet. 22 years, 3 months old lowlander. This jet. Flaps 30, complete the checks. Roger Moore. What do you think? English money clinic. That's the other one. Oh, she's number 2. Come on, folks, let's get her to number 1. Oh, here we go, she's number 1. Foxy B caught a briefest glimpse of her. It's a troop carrier as well, isn't it? So she'll be carrying troops somewhere. Oh, she's going to Frankfurt, right, okay. Hahn. Love that, James Taylor. Contact tower 118705. That'll be on touchdown, won't it, though? She's still on the approach frequency, I'm guessing. Clear land, 279. Speed brakes up. Decel. Oh, mate. Speed brakes were on anyway, so just like decel. Wow. Gracious. A gracious touchdown from the Queen. Wow. Well, there you go, folks. How about that? So, we'll be back tomorrow for the Sunday show. We'll put out a post like we normally do. Just going to decide on... I think we're probably going to go for a switch-over show, so we get some touchdowns and landings. How do you fancy that? So it would be departures first out of the northern runway, followed by arrivals. If we did it down at the Renaissance, maybe? How do you fancy a bit of that? Get some touchdown action and departure, noisy spool-ups and crazy stuff like that. Do you fancy some of that? But for now, we will see you tomorrow. Be ready. Have a good evening, or have a good day, wherever you are in the world. thank you for your company. Thank you, Jilly, for running all your running everything basically. And to you as well, thank you to everybody who's gifted as well. Welcome to all our new members. Welcome to all our new subscribers. Hit that subscribe button on the way out, folks. And also, if you want to download the app as well, for God's sake, download the app, just like it says on what you're just about to see. So we'll see you tomorrow, folks. Take care. All the best. Toodaloo.